Hi everyone. Thank you for coming today to the Q&A. So today I would like to talk to you about a few things that we have mentioned before, but maybe you haven't watched the Q&As and you don't know, or you have some questions about it. So I want to clear things up today. So the first thing that I would like to talk to you about is our working hours. So the office on the WhatsApp groups work from 9 till 4. That means that you need to inform us about any shift between these hours. So a cancellation cannot really be done from 4 to 5 because we don't have enough time to look. Someone needs to replace your shift. In the moment that you accept a shift, you are telling us that you put, your time available for us to give you work. You commit to work. So that doesn't mean because your job is casual, you can just, say, oh, sorry, something came up, I cannot do my shift. That is just really not okay. You are taking a responsibility. We offer you a shift, so nobody is forcing you to take anything. We offer you, you accept, you commit. That means that if something comes up, in the set time where you have a shift, your answer to that should be, sorry, I'm busy, I have to work. So that the job is casual doesn't mean that you can guys just, cancel our shifts constantly, especially when there is an ongoing shift. If we offer you an ongoing shift, means that you accept to put your time available for this participant, every week, the same time, the same amount of hours, so you commit to that schedule. Again, nobody forced you to do, you accept it voluntarily. That means that time, that day, every week, you have work to do. So if something comes up, your answer is, I'm sorry, I can't, I'm working, I know the workers don't have a full-time job, you know, um, but we work with the most vulnerable people of our community. And I know there is appointments and there are things to do, but you need to organize your time around work. If you actually had a contract, a contract of full-time or 9 to 3 every day, blah, 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 you will know that you can just not take an appointment during those times. So why, if you are scheduled on a shift, you think you can just move it? That doesn't work that way. So we urge you to organize yourself, to know when you're working, to organize your appointments, sometimes self, and to look things around. Or if you are need an appointment, or you are given an appointment that you cannot move because a hospital organized appointment for you, blah blah, you probably will be informed of the appointment with antellation. So we also need that time to look for somebody to replace you. Again, this is your job and you do have responsibilities towards it. So we urge you to take the responsibility and make sure your shift is covered, or that you are in your shift when you have to be. In the case that a participant tells you that you don't need to go to the shift because there is a change of plans, they want to sleep that day, they have something else to do, or they want to cancel, and this information is passed to you, you need to tell us. You need to let us. This firstly needs to be on your notes. Participant mentioned that the next shift is canceled because blah, blah, blah. Then you go to the group and tell us, participant said next shift is canceled. Can you please confirm? If we are not informed of that, and the shift is there in shift care. So let's say you cancel the shift for next Friday. Today is a Friday. So you see the participant today, the participant tells you, hey, you know what? I'm not going to need you next Friday. I'm going to be away, so thank you. If you don't tell us, we are not going to move the shift away from shift care. So next Friday, you will look at your shift care and you will have a shift with the participant there. Your responsibility is go, because the shift is there and you have not been notified by us that you don't have a shift. If you know that you shouldn't be going to the shift, you should be asking us, hey, last week the participant said that I shouldn't be going. And our question will be, did you inform us about that? Because if the participant doesn't tell us, we don't know. The participant is going to be charged anyway from the ship because there was no cancellation. And the participant might think we were informed because they tell you. And if you don't tell us, we are wasting the participant's funds. So your job, if a participant mentioned that is canceling any shift, you mention it to us, we confirm with the participant, we move the shifts of shift care away. If the shift in the shift care is there for you, you should be going to the shift. If you have questions about it, you can, of course, reach out to us and ask the questions. This is very important because we cannot guess when the participants are at home or not, but you are the ones that work with the participants so much closer than we do. You know, they think they are communicating with the company when they talk to you. If you don't talk to us, we don't know. And that means the participant is going to get charged for a service that is not receiving and that is really not fair on the participant. So please, on your notes, you need to write if a participant give you that kind of information, and you need to let us know on the groups. It's so simple. I'll take you 30 seconds or less. If you have any issues going to a participant's place, and you decided not to do the shift for any reason, you need to let us know. You cannot just not attend to your shift. This is very important, and it's really not okay just not to go to your shift because your car didn't work, you had an emergency, other appointments. We understand things might happen, but you need to communicate with us. You need to communicate with us because you don't know what the participant is going to be doing that day. They might have an appointment and they might miss the appointment. They might have something urgent to do. We can call the participant. We can organize other supports. We can, deal with it. But if you don't let us know, I'm not sure you are at your shift. I will assume if your shift is there, you will be there. So please, communication is key. Let us know, put things on the notes. We need to be in touch constantly. WhatsApp groups are there for that. You can give us a call. You can put it on the WhatsApp group so easily. We are picking our phone all the time. We answer messages all day long. So organize yourself. This is very important. In the same regard, I wanted to talk to you about a news that it came up on the that Albanese Prime Minister, mentioned. I'm just going to share my screen here. Okay. Just let me see. Okay. All right. So this is the news, and it's about, Aussies workers will soon have the right to ignore their bosses. This news is about about working hours. So as you know, support workers don't have full working hours. You don't have a contract of 9 to 5, and you don't, of course, get paid for that kind of amount of hours worked. You have casual work. When we are contacting you reasonably between 9 till 5 a.m. I mean 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. and usually only until 4 p.m. And we are only answer things between 4 and 5. We usually would not reach to you out of these hours. So it's very important that you also understand that if you try to reach out us like outside of these hours, we won't be picking up because we, again, of course, at this it's talking about your workers' right, and the trade unions have been fighting for the rights as it should be. Every worker has a right to have their private life, leisure time, whatever they need to do on the side. So it's 5 p.m. I will turn off my phone. I will not know if you write to me after that. I just won't. So if I don't know, I cannot act on it. So if you let me know at 5:30 that you are canceling a shift, there is no way I can do anything because it's outside of my working hours. And we ask you respect for that. I cannot manage anything after that. But in your case, you don't have really working hours that more than the ones that you have been assigned. Nevertheless, we are trying to be very respectful and only contact you between 9 and 5, which I think it's a very, respectful time to talk about work in general. There are a few exceptions about that rule, which is when you might be contacted by TMC, which is our after-hour service. So let's say one of our workers has an emergency, and the after hours team might be contacting you only to cover an emergency call. They might call you, they might text you. That's all. If you cannot, we just ask you to answer, no, I'm not available. So they just move on looking for one. But this only happens when there is an emergency. As you guys have a casual contract, these kind of new rules, which again are fair rules for workers that also deserve to have a life outside of work. And the Fair Work Commission is really looking for give you life quality. We also want, because for us life quality is completely linked with mental health, and we really know this. So we want you to have all that space. In order for us to do that, you need to organize yourselves. The more organized you are, the less cancellations we have. The less cancellations we have, the less that we will disturb you occasionally after 9 and 5 and the weekends, Um, so this is really a collaborative work at the moment. It's important for us, that I am fully available to you and to the workers and the participants 9 to 5. All my times is for that. I work, the same Alma, the same Christine. We are fully here for you, but you need to, use the time properly in order for you to organize. Between these times, we can move shifts, we can change, we can talk, we can have conversation, we can give you supervisions, we can give you feedback, we can talk about whatever is needed. After these times, we don't work. We hope that you have times in your life where you are, I'm not working, this is my leisure time, this is my resting time, this is healthy. Boundaries are a healthy thing to do. Unfortunately, as most of you won't have a full-time contract where your hours are advised, this rule specifically wouldn't run for you. However, we try to keep our contact as respectfully as we can. We are urging you also to do the same towards us, so we can, provide the participants of our service. And that's what we really want to do. So just closing quickly, letting you know that today we are doing a coastal trek, which is like a trekking on the coast side of the peninsula to Point Nepean. We are doing this as a way of supporting the Heart Foundation. This is an only women trekking. We feel like we want to do things for a cause. We have been training and, kind of also understanding that it's so important, exercise for our mental health as well. So physical health, mental health are completely connected. And we are also encourage you to, get to do things that matter for you, make you do things that it makes you feel healthy and connected towards your body and towards your mind. Exercise, drinking water, meditation, whatever movement actually makes you feel good, dancing, yoga, gym, swimming, it doesn't really matter. But you need to provide time for your body to feel better. You need to provide time for your mind to feel better. Meditation, counseling, workshops, whatever it works for you. We need to work actively on our health. And this is the call today. We are walking 20 kilometers today because we think it is important to say something about our health. So yeah, we are very excited. I hope everything goes well. Please, if you have any questions, again, you reach out anytime between 9 and 4 on the WhatsApp groups. We are here to help you. We are here to help our participants as well. Have a good day and talk to you soon. Bye. Thank you.